FamilyAffaires.com contributor, Dr. Dan Gottlieb.
Great to be back, Roseanne.
It's great to be here with you always. Dr. Dan, 4th of July is coming up. So, Independence Day. So we were just talking about the conversations that we were going to have today, and you seem to have your own definition of independence.
Yeah, I just looked it up on the dictionary, and they say independence is freedom from external control, external rules. So when we got our independence from the British Empire, that kind of independence, or when a land is independent of another land. I think it's bigger than that. You know, I treat couples, families, where a divorce means independence from a controlling spouse or partner.
Well, not only controlling, but maybe independence from the situation.
Right, right. And I counsel a lot of people who have various disabilities, both in my office and through the Christopher Reeve webpage. And they think independence is freedom from their wheelchair or their walker or their cane, or freedom from maybe independence goes deeper. That what really entraps us is our scripts, our fears, our assumptions, and mostly our fear of dependency.
So you're saying that it's our fear of being dependent on other people, other things, maybe medication, maybe drugs, maybe anything. Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to go to extremes.
Okay.
Not medication, but let's start with our fear of dependency. Mm-hmm. Our fear of being dependent on our partner, or our fear of being dependent on those around us. Our fear of being a burden.
Okay. Not being self-sufficient.
Right, right.
Okay.
Could you imagine not being afraid of that? The freedom that goes with that? To no longer be afraid of your own vulnerability, your own brokenness, to trust that at a certain level you are lovable, you are worthy, and you're broken.
No, now that you put it that way, I couldn't imagine that. Right.
Try. I mean, that's independence, mm-hmm. isn't it? Independence is no longer being afraid of your demons. The demons aren't going to go away.
No, they'll always be there, but...
Yeah, mine are hanging around, but after all these years, I know I don't have any teeth anymore, any hair. I'm not afraid of them, but they're not going away. They're going to be there, but I don't pay homage to them anymore. And you know what? Sometimes I feel those shadows question. Am I too broken? Am I too much of a burden? I feel those shadows. The shadows.
So in order to move on from that, in order to be able to deal with that, how did you go about it? Did you face it head on? Did you recognize it? Or does it take that over time you realize that they're just fears that we have, and that they're not really there, and they're not really doing it? Like you said, you learn that they don't have teeth anymore. that they're not going to harm you.
Right. Right. They're just thoughts. They're just emotions. And, you know, if we lead with our heart, if we're no longer afraid of our vulnerability, then we discover that people can see us and still love us.
And really see us for who we are.
Right. And others will open up and allow you to see them for who they are. And you know what we call that? We call it intimacy.
Right.
Something we all ache for. Independence is not being afraid of your dependency. It's not being afraid of your brokenness, because you know what? We all are. Body or mind, or in my case, a little bit of each, all of the above. But
Emotions.
to no longer be afraid of it and to be comfortable inside your skin.
I think we have to develop a new dictionary. Dr. Gottlieb's dictionary. What do you think?
Too much liability with the doctor thing. Danny's dictionary. Danny's dictionary.
DD. There we go. Well, that's great. Well, we wish everybody a happy Independence Day, and may you be freed from anything that is holding you back.
And be comfortable being dependent on those you love and those who love you.